What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with some Super Mario 64 action. This race going to be between Gainai and Dwhatever. Now, both of these runners are insanely good. Dwhatever, the current world record holder in 70 star. Gainai, I believe, is in top 25. I could be wrong about that. I know he's got a super solid time here in 70 star. He is the one who got into this league by going through essentially what is the gauntlet of the GSA 70 star league. So how to fight for this spot is an insane runner himself. So we are in for a really good match. So we are just waiting for them to get everything ready. We will sync it up. But Dwhatever probably is the favorite, I would say, in this match, as he is the world record holder. But you never know in these races. Something could happen. Gainai is an extremely solid racer himself. Like I said, won essentially the gauntlet tournament to get in here, which was an insane day of Mario if you didn't see it. Was essentially an all-day event, pretty much. Each racer, I think, played... it was 3 or 4 matches. I think it was 4. Gainai winning every single one to get in here. So expecting some good stuff from him. So as Mario pops out of the pipe, we will get right into the action. And we do have a version difference, it looks like. Gainai playing on the Japanese version while Dwhatever is playing on the American version. So Japanese version does go faster in the intro, which is why you see Gainai having the current lead that he has. But the American version does save time throughout the course of 70 star due to text boxes and I think a couple small things here and there. So it ends up saving, I think it is like 2 seconds total, so nothing major, but something to consider. Both getting bomb clip. Dwhatever gets big bomb and the backflip. Some pretty insane movement. And as just from that bomb clip, I mean, clean movement is caught up a significant amount from the difference he was from the intro. So we're going to be heading into Peach's slide now. Any slide guesses in chat? See what we can get going. I'm going to guess a 12-7 from Dwhatever and a 12-8 from Gainai. So both jumps looking good from both runners. Oh, a 12-7 from Gainai and a 12-6 from Dwhatever. Was incorrect in my guesses, but was correct about the 0.1 second difference. But 12-6 from Dwhatever. Pretty insane slide. But both runners going to be heading into Womp's Fortress now. One of the only stages that you see and get all the stars from. The second being the last stage, TikTok Clock. And Womp's Fortress has a lot of small mechanics in it that can go wrong. Cannonless, which you see them doing now. Both opting for the full setup. A bit safer than the texture setup. As you can see, both runners grabbing that. No issues. At least as of yet. They will have to do Owlless, which is a very precise trick, and then 100 coin. And the annoying thing about Womps is a mistake on these tricks. It's not like it just loses you like a second or two. I think they all lose you, I think Electric said last time, about 8 seconds, which I think I've heard before. Oh, pretty synced up doing that, but Dwhatever taking a bit of a jump, grabbing that star. So Gainai came out a little ahead on that one. So both going to be doing their 100 coins now. Dwhatever choosing to do the pro route. grabbing those first 5 coins on the side. Gainai doing the easier route. It's a bit more leniency. And both of them making the cycle, so Dwhatever saving a bit of time on his route over Gainai. And you'll see it at the end. They still look about the same now because they made the same cycle. But Gainai will have an extra row of 5 to grab, while Dwhatever has already grabbed it. You can see that was the difference right there. Dwhatever going to be saving a few seconds over Gainai. An extremely close race. Dwhatever has slowly inched his way forward. So going to be taking care of Wild Blue. The last few stars, not a ton can go wrong. We're going to see Gainai just go up to the top here, take care of this big womp. Wild Blue is pretty much the only star you could leave before grabbing the star at the very top of the fortress, the very last star that you'll see these runners grab. Because you save that one for last mostly because it causes a lot of lag. Because it's just this extra thing the game has to render, and if you look at the fortress like towards the center at all, it just creates a lot of lag. So, but Wild Blue, you really don't look at the fortress at all, so I don't think it has any effect on it. So Gainai taking care of the Wild Blue now. Dwhatever killing the big womp, taking his star. You can see them both will be grabbing the top of the fortress star. Really no mistakes from either runner. I think Dwhatever has pretty much gotten his time saved from the 100 coin and then just some slight optimal movements here and there. But you can see kind of the difference that slight movement does make. So going to be going back in the pizza slide. Any other guesses in chat? We've already seen a 12-6 from Dwhatever. I think it's going to be 12-7 from Dwhatever this time, and 12-7 from Gainai. I'll just do double 12-7s. Another 12-6 from Dwhatever. And a 12-7 from Gainai. Some crazy consistency from both runners here. Never bet against Dwhatever on the slide, I guess. Heading into wing cap now. And this is a stage where you can lose a lot of time without even realizing it. As you can see, Dwhatever is maintaining his speed. Is going really fast throughout the whole thing. Gainai gonna be looking to do the same. Oh, but misses a coin just barely. Oh, and doesn't get it on the second loop around. Oh, this is not looking good for Gainai. It's just barely gonna have enough speed to loop back around one more time to grab it. Luckily, he was able to grab it. But not what Gainai was looking for. So Dwhatever did save a decent bit of time there, the wing cap, but heading in the Dark World, deaths are a possibility. Oh, and is going for Tsukishima movement, but bonks on the long jump to skip that little corner. Was able to get the dive through those moving platforms. I think this is still Shig Cycle. Oh, but dives instead of kicks! Takes the fall all the way down into the abyss. Not what you want to see. So just like that, Gainai has taken the lead. And he's gonna be grabbing this coin. Oh, was a little slow on making it to that platform, so just had to take the double jump and a kick. Played it safe. Was definitely the smart move there. So very nice from Gainai. Dwhatever just getting bopped by these amps. And really obnoxious because it does kind of come down to RNG. You can't avoid it, but they're never in consistent spots. So just there to annoy you. But Dwhatever finishing it out his second time through. And really the first mistake we've seen from Dwhatever. And it was a big one. So now we will see the second entry into BOB. Going to be utilizing that wing cap that we just got a couple stars ago, one Dark World ago. Gainai pulling out the optimal movements, jumping onto that slope to gain a bunch of speed. Has a little trouble on the box though. But always a fun movement to see. Doesn't save a ton of time, but it's definitely interesting. Just jumping onto that slope, then doing a speed kick to preserve all of your speed. As opposed to what his Dwhatever is doing now is kind of just a straight ahead approach. So very good from both runners so far. So Gainai going to be taking care of wall kicks will work first. Last race we did see a death on this star. Gainai getting it without any issues. That really is the one star that you can die on. The other star that you could lose a lot of time on is the 100 coin. Okay, Dwhatever grabbing that as well. So won't see any deaths there, but the 100 coin routes is very spicy, especially doing the CCM 18 route, which Gainai is doing now. And we know that because he is doing the slide skip and grabbing this star by itself. Dwhatever is going to just be doing his 100 coin now, but will not be grabbing, or will be grabbing that star with the 100 coin star. So will not be racing the penguin. And it is a bit more safer on this 100 coin to do the route that Dwhatever is doing. Because if you miss a couple extra coins, you can actually get backup coins outside of the slide area. Where as opposed to Gainai, when he will be doing his 100 coin, he will be racing the penguin and he can't leave the slide area. He'll be grabbing the star the penguin gives him at the end. So if he misses extra coins, then he basically loses the amount of time it takes to do the slide, which is a pretty incredible amount of time. It's like 25 to 30 seconds, I think. So Dwhatever not missing any coins. Just take a little bonk at the end. So because Dwhatever is grabbing one less star here, oh, Gainai diving straight into the snow. But because Dwhatever is grabbing one less star here, he will be grabbing one more in Shifting Sandlands. So he will be doing Pillarless twice. Which saves, I think, 4 to 5 seconds if you do like standard Pillarless. And then if you go for some more optimal strats, it can save more time. So definitely worth it if you feel comfortable doing Pillarless. So routes are a bit desynced at the moment. We'll see where both players stand once Shifting Sandlands is done. But as you see, Gainai spawning the star on the slide. Jumping over the penguin. So Dwhatever trying to kill this boo to grab or to go into the BBH level. Always annoying killing boos. They just turn invisible, you can fly right through them. But both runners doing a great job so far. Really no major mistakes other than Dwhatever's death. But he's really saved a lot of time just with small optimization movements. So Gainai was ahead going into CCM. So we will see if he is still ahead at the end of Shifting Sandlands. Once these routes sync back up. So Dwhatever already done with BBH. Gainai having one more star to go. It is a really quick star. I think like 10 to 12 seconds once you're into the stage. So Dwhatever with a punch grab on Mips. Some more optimal strats. So what you see most runners do is just dive into Mips. And doing that, Mario has to do the get up animation, which takes about an extra second. But punching Mips is definitely has its dangers by itself. And Dwhatever doing Tomaples and very clean movements. Doesn't hesitate at all on that pyramid. So did grab the fast star first in the pyramid. The second one will be secrets. It does take a little bit more time. So based on that, if Gainai can get a good, he can get a good pedalist going, then it looks to be about even. Gainai doing Tama as well, but not getting a good angle and ground pounding right into the center of the sand. Is not what you want to see on the side of Gainai. It is a pretty quick death, regardless of it being a death. So not losing a ton of time, not the very worst thing you could do. But we'll give Dwhatever the lead, and we are about synced up now. Dwhatever already has both pedalists done. Gainai just finished his. So probably around 10-second difference with that death from Gainai. So he probably would have been ahead by a few seconds if he didn't take that death. So very good talent from both runners. These last two stars aren't the hardest in SSL. They're mainly used as backups for the pillarless strats. So both are finished with SSL, going to be entering Lethal Lava Land. So kind of a long stage in this 70-star race. You'll be getting every star minus the 100 coin star. So Gainai missed a coin. Yep. I was kind of wondering if he noticed. But so not the best stretch from him because of that coin loss. but not too bad either. Backed it up pretty quickly. Dwhatever going super fast on the rolling log star, even though we don't roll on any logs while speedrunning. Just fly it right over the gate. So Dwhatever in the volcano, looking to do lava boost, and looks good, and it is. The easiest star to die on here in Lethal Lava Land. So always feels good to have that done. Gainai jumping into the volcano himself will most likely be doing that as well, which he is. Looks good from him. All right, so lava boost done for both players. Most other time losses done here will pretty much just be done to lava burns. Some pretty fast booty burns. Nothing too major going on as far as time losses. Triple bullies can also be a bit hard. But nothing these runners can't handle. So Gainai ended up not knocking any of the bullies into the lava, but was able to get a nice backup, which did get all of them into the lava. Dwhatever almost getting bullied by the big bully. Ooh, and having some troubles with the triples. But overall, a very nice start from him. Gainai going back into the volcano. I think I know he has this elevator star to do, but I think the only other one he has to do is the rolling log star, which you use the wing cap for. Yep, and this will be the last star for Dwhatever before going into Fire Sea and Dire Docks. So very nice Lethal Lava Land from Dwhatever. A very clean one from Gainai as well. Lead doesn't seem to have shifted really at all during that stage. So a very close race we have. Gainai really killing it, keeping up with Dwhatever. So if something happens in Fire Sea and Dwhatever doesn't make the fast cycle on the elevators, and Gainai does, I mean this lead could go into the favor of Gainai pretty easily. So, but first, have to grab a couple stars here in Dire Docks. So, going to be grabbing these chests first. So this is another stage where you'll see some small errors here and there, like a missed swim, maybe a missed chest. Sometimes you'll see, and then when you see it on the substar, some accidents can happen there as well. But nothing too major going on. Very low chance of actually dying. As really both runners have pretty good chest stars. Very good lag reduction from both. So now going to the sub. Dwhatever looking like he's going to be doing front sub. Very rare to see that in races. See if he can get it, and he's got it. So it does save a few seconds over rear sub, but rear sub is much safer, so you will almost always see that strat done in races. Gainai will be showing that to us right now. And this sub is really an obnoxious part of this run. It's such a giant object, it causes the game to lag out an insane amount. And the rings that Dwhatever is doing can also be really obnoxious because of what just happened to Dwhatever. Missed that ring, is going to try to swim around and grab it, but can't quite get it. Once, the first 5 or 6 rings, the hitboxes are very normal. After that, they are very skewed. They are not what they look like in game at all. So missing that ring like Dwhatever did is not good. You have to make sure you swim directly through the center of them, is pretty much, just to make sure that they count as getting the rings. So letting Gainai catch up a bit during mana rings. So very clean movement so far from both runners. Looking to be on pace for lava boost. Looking good. Gainai not getting the side flip he was looking for. And not getting the triple jump either. Lava boost is pretty gone for Gainai. Dwhatever not going for it on his side as well. Gainai having trouble with this bully. And I think that bully just cost him the fast cycle. Yeah, he knows it too. Rage pausing a bit. Going to be draining. Something around 10 seconds depending on how the ending goes. But not what you want to see. 10 to 12 seconds I think is what it is. Ooh, and taking a burn as well. Making it worse by rage pausing. Losing a bit more time. Does grab that last coin. So Dwhatever had a really good fire C. He didn't get a lava boost. I didn't see exactly what happened, but he did get the a good ending. So Dwhatever grabbing that key from Bowser. Now this is the Bowser throw that you don't want to miss, where you'll see that entire stage animation again, which loses a ridiculous amount of time. So both runners not missing that. Both runners know how to throw Bowser. And just like that, the first half of the race is done. Dwhatever has pulled ahead by a pretty decent margin. We'll see what it is on the side of Gainai here. I think Dwhatever entered this painting at 26:58 or 57. So Dwhatever having a bit of trouble getting up here for 100 coin. So it looks to be a difference of about 22 seconds, 23 seconds. So actually, it's still a very close race. Gainai is holding his own against Dwhatever. Oh, but can't ground pound on that button. Gainai did go around for that coin. Now you can miss 1 coin in this 100 coin in Wet Dry World. But Gainai not wanting to give it up so early in the 100 coin routes. Misses the triple jump. Nice side flip from Gainai. And Dwhatever missed a coin somewhere. I think it was on that Chukya. But didn't want to turn around and get it. Just opting to grab this backup box. I know he missed at least 1 coin on that Chukya that I saw. Oh, but Gainai falling actually fell down. Had to jump back up there. Gainai breaking one of the boxes out of frustration. Jumps over the gap. So just trying to finish this up. Oh, yep, does need that coin. So I know that backup box doesn't cost much time. It's only a few seconds. So I know Gainai kind of turned around a couple times to grab coins, at least twice. So I wonder if he would have actually lost any time if you just would have let him go and done the backup box. It probably would have been somewhere around the same. Because Dwhatever like didn't turn around at all, and I think he lost like both coins on that Chucky or something, and just decided to go for that backup box. Oh, Gainai going for the triple jump, falls down, wasn't able to get it. He's going for the side flip, and doesn't get quite high enough, but gets the ledge grab that time. He's able just to run around the side. So Gainai does make a few mistakes here in Wet Dry World. Does give Dwhatever a bit more of a lead as he is done, and Gainai having to do 2 more stars. Both of these stars are fairly quick though. So Dwhatever already in THI secrets. Very clean, virtually no lag on the side of Dwhatever. As you grab that third secret, for whatever reason, I guess the stage just has too many enemies in your peripherals, and it just crawls. It seems like there's so much lag. So winning a Mario Cam was able to reduce almost all of it. Gainai going for the triple jump again, falls down, is not able to make it work for some reason. Just opting to go around. So, some struggles shown on the side of Gainai here in Wet Dry World. Dwhatever making his way through THI. Only needs 1 more star. So hopefully Gainai can make up some time in some of the later stages. Here in THI, Dwhatever hasn't left him much of anything. Oh, and Gainai slides and ends up bonking on that railing there. Ooh, tries to go for a quick backup. There it is. Just by kicking that wall. Oh, runs in place trying to get up that slope. A pretty frustrating secrets on the side of Gainai. Once you make a first mistake, things typically snowball in THI secrets. So Dwhatever going to be making his way into Tall Mountain. Alright, I apologize if you guys could hear that in the background. Somebody was opening the garage door. But Dwhatever in Tall Mountain. Gainai trying to finish up. Hit the last star here in Tiny Huge Island. So very clean red from the side of Dwhatever. So Gainai just need to do a little bit of gardening here. Did get a little bopped by the piranha plant hybrids. So very nice mountain clip from Dwhatever. With the ledge grab, doesn't have to do any kind of backup there, like a backup wall jump. So Dwhatever is just flying through these upstairs stages. I haven't really seen him make a single mistake up here. Gainai has had a little bit of issues here and there. Nothing too big, but when you're up against Dwhatever, they just look massive, it seems like. Because Dwhatever is ruthless. He will not give you an inch if he can help it. So Dwhatever actually opting to do the safer strat on this bounce to the mushroom. Not sure if his camera messed up a bit there or just didn't want to risk the death. Oh, but Gainai wasn't able to make that wall kick work for him. Almost got the backup. When he was sliding down there, you can jump and do a wall kick to grab that ledge. But it's very hard. You have to react very quickly. So wasn't quite able to do that. But Dwhatever already in Snowman's land. Bop's trying to get up onto the top of the Snowman's head. Has to do the backup movement. Gainai finishing up his second mountain clip. Some very good movement on his side. Oh, Gainai trying to go fast on those reds, missed that first coin. Very obnoxious to miss that coin. Just having to turn around. It's not the most common thing that you see, but it's not uncommon either. Jumps up to the wrong platform. Maybe had the 120 routes embedded into his muscle memory. Finishes out reds. Nothing major on the side of Gainai. Still has one more star to go. Dwhatever is finishing up Snowman's Land. Just flew through that stage. It is a pretty quick stage. It's probably one of the fastest 4 stars in a single stage that you grab. There's 2 of them are pretty much at the beginning. One of them you just have to pretty much jump up a snowman. And the other one you just run up a slope, slide down, jump again. So very quick stage overall. Dwhatever, going back into HMC to grab this MIPS. The reason being this second MIPS will spawn at 50 stars. And it is actually beneficial to go back to the basements and grab them than it is to do an extra star in another stage. The toad that he's talking to here, you could actually talk to him before you make your way back down. So it's really just the MIPS that you're going down here to grab. And Gainai, messing up the movement just a bit, goes for a safer strat. Goes up the top of the slope there. Alright, so Gainai just has a couple more stars to grab here in Snowman's Land. This bully kill right here is very satisfying. Just that sound of the bully sliding across. And then I think that is it for Gainai. I think he already grabbed the deep freeze star. Yep, so he will be making his way into the basement as well to go grab that MIPS, jump into Hazy Maze Cave. But as you will find, Dwhatever is almost done with that stage entirely. Oh, Gainai goes for the punch grab, misses him ever so slightly. Has a pretty fast backup, just chases him into that corner. So that will be the last star for Dwhatever, leaving the stage as Gainai enters. Gainai showing us a bit of the moves Mario has. Decides to break dance. And backflip all the way up to the top. Sliding back down into the stage. Some crazy moves coming out from Gainai. So Dwhatever is in Tippy now. So anything can happen in Tippy. Dwhatever can just completely forget how to do this first jump movements here in Rainbow Ride. Take a few deaths. Gainai could easily come back. And just like that, you see Dwhatever missing that Lakitu bounce. Was not able to manipulate him in the correct manner. So some pretty clean reds on the side of Dwhatever. Especially considering that it was a backup. So Gainai making that triple box jump work for him. Alright, second try for it, Dwhatever. And does bounce off the top of that Lakitu this time. So was going for the double wall kicks there, ended up ledge grabbing. Not the biggest deal in the world. Just loses probably a couple seconds from what he was trying to do. But 2 down, 2 to go on the side of Dwhatever here in Rainbow Ride. Gainai having one last star to do before he meets him up in Tippy. Alright, so that will be it from the side of Gainai. He'll be making his way up to see Dwhatever as he is grabbing his last stage. So very similar to the last one, he will be leaving this stage about the same time Gainai is entering. Alright, so very nice Rainbow Ride from the side of Dwhatever. Just a couple mistakes here and there. Is not leaving much room for Gainai to catch up. So going to be doing 100 coins here in TikTok Clock. Dwhatever has some really spicy movements here. Is very good at this stage. Ooh, doesn't quite get the side flip he was looking for. Almost falls down. There is a gap between that that ledge and the wall. So it is possible to fall down there. Dwhatever not falling for it. So Gainai trying to do his reds here in Rainbow Ride. It's looking pretty good as Dwhatever is just pulling out a super clean TikTok clock 100 coin. Ooh, but doesn't quite get the wall jump she's looking for. It does fall down. Doesn't lose too much time for that. So Gainai grabbing his Lakitu bounce this time. Right, and he misses the kick. Falling down, that's not what you want to see, especially after you get the Lakitu bounce. So Gainai jumping over to that swinging arm was able to get that ledge grab. I was a little surprised, was wondering if he was going to try for that because of that camera angle. He was eyeing it. So very nice for him. Very good backup. But still needs this Lakitu bounce to work and needs to grab that star and misses the jump onto the bottom of the slope. Falls all the way down to his death. Some unfortunate movements on the side of Gainai. So messes the movement again. Oh, it does actually wall kicks and saves him from having to die again. Tries to go for the left side. Not too sure what he was doing there, but takes a death for it. And meanwhile, Dwhatever absolutely killing TikTok clock. I believe it only has one more star to go. I believe that is Red's. Gainai kind of looks like he's done. Going for some really hard strats. Probably knows that Dwhatever is ahead of him by a good margin. Hopefully Gainai can pull it together and at least finish it. It is nice to see runners finish, but it's also super annoying to know that you are pretty far behind. So there is a benefit to finishing. You do get points. I believe it's every 10 seconds you're behind, you lose points. 60 points total for grabs, 30 points to the winner, and then the other 30 will be separated depending on what the time difference is. So if you are 5 minutes, if you're less than 5 minutes apart from when the other runner finishes, you will get some type of points for finishing. Gainai going for that left side again, just not working out for him. Having to climb all the way back up using this pole. So doing the right side movement this time, getting it. So misses the star grab. I think he wanted to avoid rolling out there because you stop sooner if you just kind of finish the slide. And it is possible if he would have rolled out there, he might have fallen off the stage. So finishes the slide as he missed that star. Dwhatever gets standing left side. He's just trying to finish this out. Grab as many points as possible for himself. Yep, Gainai on his 100 coins. Oh, but has a bad long jump angle. Falls all the way down. That's not what you want to see in a TikTok clock. But Gainai is kind of looking frustrated. And doesn't get the side flip out, takes another death. It's extremely frustrating when you're in Tippy and you're just taking deaths, and he's kind of just stopped playing. I think he knows Dwhatever is one throw away from finishing. Dwhatever does miss that last throw. It was looking pretty close. But Gainai has reset his timer as Dwhatever gets his last Bowser throw. So it looks like just throwing in the towel, going to be forfeiting this one. Not quite what you want to see, especially considering they were so close up until like pretty much wet dry world. I mean, the first half they were just neck and neck. I think Fire Sea wasn't the best for Gainai. I think he did end up getting that later cycle, and then just kind of didn't do too well in the upstairs part. So very unfortunate for Gainai. Was super close through half of it, and that is going to do it for us here. Stay tuned. We have some incredible Mario action up and coming, and I am trying to see who that will be. I had it pulled up just a second ago, but don't have it pulled up anymore. But it is going to be, all right, it's going to be Heisenberger versus Rock Chalk in the next match. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a really good one. And so I am Markinator99. I'm going to be signing off.